Hey guys, hey.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Welcome back to another episode of Insert Subject Here. I'm Makia the Mayor.
And I'm Lamar Jackson. Big trust.
And welcome to another episode.
Yeah. Y'all know what it is. Don't disrespect our team no more. You heard me? Is this your king? Tennessee Titans, is this your king?
Oh, you kind of sound a little bit like a Trump supporter right now, storming the castle.
Patriots.
So thank you for tuning in
Yes,
to another
guys.
episode. Make
Much
sure that
appreciated.
you subscribe to the page, like this video, turn the notification bells on so that you always know when we have a new episode. Ain't that what the kids say?
And I heard it makes a different sound when you do it this time. So you should hit the notification bell just to see what the sound sounds like.
What does it sound like?
I don't know. It's trying to
What
make people.
does it sound
It's
like?
making people hit the button.
You remember that song?
What does the fox?
Oh, that's right. What does the fox say?
What does it sound like?
So, I hope you had a great week.
Yes. Yes.
As you know, my birthday went down in history because they stormed the castle. And people of the darker complexion, I'm glad that you stayed your butts home.
Yeah. Well, most of them, because you saw Daquan in there.
I did.
Daquan was in there handing out mixtapes.
But I heard that they was giving out money. Like, if you come, we'll give you some money. So, I'm going to be honest with you. If I
You
didn't get stimulated,
You wouldn't have went.
I would have been like,
It would not have happened.
Go. I would
Nope.
have been in the background.
Nope.
Go.
In the back.
Go.
Till they start letting them bullets fly.
Then I would have been like, go.
Yo.
So,
Yeah.
I wanted to give a disclaimer because this week we're going to be talking about some sensitive topics.
Yeah,
so,
guys.
trigger warning. Some of the topics that we are going to discuss today may upset viewers.
Mm-hmm.
So, proceed with caution.
What she said.
Because today we're talking about the kids. And not
FTK.
in necessarily a good way. So there are some issues that are plaguing today's kids, and things are different than when we were kids.
Absolutely.
Like, we didn't have to deal with all of this drama. I remember back when I was in elementary school, like 5th grade, going into 6th grade, it was this group called the Punk Rock Girls. And every time we left school, we would tuck our ponytails in our jackets because they said the Punk Rock Girls would cut your ponytails off. Now, I know
right.
you gentlemen didn't have to
I ain't
worry
never
about
heard of that
that.
one.
And I'm also a East Side girl. So they told East
Over
Side
West, for
girls,
real.
don't go to West, don't go to Mountain Mosier. I remember that. Like, East Side girls, don't go to Mountain Mosier.
Because they didn't want to snatch your chain.
That's not
we gonna eventually get y'all that story. I promise.
I don't want to talk about this story. It's just a spoiler alert. I got robbed in broad daylight and didn't know I got robbed. But we're not going to get
But
into
she from
that.
the East Side, Blue Light District.
Anyways, so some of the things that kids are dealing with today that we necessarily did not have to deal with growing up are, and I don't even know where this came from, but students having, sexual relationships with teachers.
Yeah, that's. I didn't. Oh, none of my teachers were attractive enough to actually have a fantasy about, let alone just act on it. Because Miss Cherry, God rest her soul, she ain't here no more. That one time she plucked me, I felt like she was a Nazi, and I don't think there's anything she could have looked like that would have changed my thought of her being a Nazi. Like, it was just different back then. Teachers look like our aunties back in the day.
Yeah, I went to one of my kids' classes for a parent-teacher conference, and she looked younger than me. And she had the hair down to her bottom, the nails to the keyboard.
I remember that.
You remember her?
I remember that.
And I was like, "You're the teacher?"
I remember that.
She was like, "Yeah, girl, yeah." And I was like,
Hey, girl, hey. Yeah, it's a different look for teachers, and I guess it's because it's harder to find teachers to come work in the city now. So people are coming into the city after getting this degree and mounting all this student loan debt. Got myself. She ain't getting me. I'm gonna zoom in on me right here. Hey, Tom. The Ravens played today. That's all I'll say. So they got all this student loan debt. And you go work in the city and they give you $15,000 off. They give you $10,000 off your student loan. So I would go work in the city too with my bodycon dress on. Remember Teacher Bay?
I do remember Teacher Bay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anyway. So what else the kids dealing with?
So the good thing is that now that school is primarily virtual, you have not heard about any mass school shootings.
Because you can't.
But that is something that we did not have to deal with. And let me tell you, there were bullies in school. There were people that picked on you in school, but it just wasn't this extreme.
Yeah, this is different. And even on the flip side of that, it was bullies that picked on you, but we were built differently to handle it a little better. Like, we weren't as sensitive as these kids are today. Like, it's your mother's ugly, and the kids cry and they want to go home and tell their parents, you call my mother ugly. You catching hands. Like, it ain't, we gonna talk, we can talk about it later, but you gonna catch hands first.
My mother not ugly, knock her off my shoulder today. You remember that?
Yeah, the fight ritual. I don't know why a fight took 35 minutes to start.
Right.
But, and 3 lasted all of 13 seconds, but it took 45 minutes to get it going.
Can you imagine if kids this day had to do your mama joke? Like, they would get angry.
They can't. I said your mama joke to Jordan. She almost cried. And I was like, it's a joke. Like we married. It's a joke.
Yeah.
They sensitive.
They are very sensitive. Another thing that the youth are having to deal with now is sexual identity. And you can be whatever you want to be. And remember the whole struggle for the bathrooms? Like, you should be able to use whatever bathroom you want to use. And it's so interesting because we had same-sex relationships back when we were young. You just didn't know. It was like, you kind of look like, I think, Miss Barnes and Miss Campbell, but it was different. And it's just another situation that kids are having to come up with in this day and time.
I don't want to get us canceled. Episode 8. So I'll say what she said.
Moving on. And now everyone wants to go viral.
Yeah, now that there is an issue for me.
And I can't even place my finger on when did this start? Like,
when cell phones started making apps that you can go viral on. Like, I was sitting in this, it's not a shot to her. It's not a shot at all. And I don't want, because Baltimore takes stuff. I'm Baltimore everything. Pull your mask up, shorty. I'm Baltimore everything. But I remember her filming videos at her place of employment just to be funny. And then you look at where she is now and you're like, what in the world did Instagram, like, she's famous just from a phone and an app.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That is. And another point is that now kids, and even we, have access to our favorite celebrities. I can follow Beyonce online, and whereas
only online though, don't follow her in real life.
Where back in the day, we didn't have access to, like, I couldn't follow B2K. My mom couldn't follow Prince on Instagram or Facebook. Like,
Prince, I know him.
I know. And I would like to see where B2K is going to bump. Like, I would love to know that.
No, you wouldn't.
Listen.
You would not want to know where they would bump.
I'm going to turn around and watch them go bump. Oh, they going to be at the Radisson tonight? Bump. I'm just saying.
And then the police would be called to the Radisson.
So, other things that kids have to deal with now is face tuning and filters. Now, let me tell you, I love me a Snapchat filter. I put the little Doug in one.
She said Doug, because I'm from Baltimore, yo.
I put the dog on and I say, oh. But let me tell you about Facetune for those that do not know, because I played around with this tantalizing little app. I can decrease or increase the size of my nose, my mouth, my eyes, my booty do. Like, you can make a whole...
Wait, you said Facetune. You didn't say body tune.
Yeah, I think it started with the face, but then people decided, hey, I don't really want to get plastic surgery, so I'm just going to do my booty on the Facetune. So that's what it is now. And so there are a lot of celebrities who have been using this Facetune, like the Claremont twins. The before and the after.
Yikes.
And some of it is plastic surgery, yes. But
yeah, because they look like plastic dolls.
Yeah. And they look so much better before all of that, but that's neither here nor there.
Like Lil' Kim. Oh, baby. Anyway, I'm sorry. I miss Lil' Kim from Crush on You video. I really miss Lil' Kim from Crush on You video.
I don't know who Wapam Gamam Style is now. I don't know.
Wapam Gamam.
Listen. And an influencer that does beauty and fashion and all of that, Megan Feather. Her befores and afters with the face tuning. And the biggest one is Aubrey O'Day. And what behooves me is people are going to see you in public.
Because her face is damaged.
Damaged. So damaged. But yeah, so
like you do. That's the part I don't think anybody of this era realizes. You are going to see people in public. And you can't just throw a filter up when you see them in public. You're going to be you.
Right. And this is what our youth are looking to. They're trying to emulate this. You can even put some abs on there. Let me take and tell you. I almost put some abs on myself.
And then she almost got her phone deleted.
That was going to be me with the look away. Did you see?
Delete the whole phone. Put the screen time on her phone like the kids got.
So moving on to our next subject, scandalous influencers. Now, there was a young lady, she's a 25-year-old.
Grown woman.
Call
her what she is.
Gabi DeMartino. Now, follow me down this yellow brick road real quick. So Gabi and her twin sister, Nikki, originally started a YouTube channel where they did cover songs. But then Gabi started to emulate Ariana Grande.
It all starts so innocent.
It does. But she was attacked for that. Like, people called her out, like, you're trying to look just like Ariana Grande, which, by photos, she was. So Ariana Grande came out and responded and was like, that's not cool. And then Gabi got all this hate mail and all this stuff to the point where Ariana felt bad and she backpedaled and was like, no, it's kind of cute. And she actually started following Gabi. So Gabi started her OnlyFans after Bella Thorne.
That escalated quickly.
Now, if you remember, Bella Thorne made like $2 million or $3 million in a day.
One day.
By tricking people, because I'm going to call a spade a spade, into thinking that she was going to be selling nudes. But they were actually photos of her in bikinis.
Whole bikinis with expensive timepieces on her wrist.
Yeah, and people were so angry that they harassed OnlyFans like, I want a refund.
They should have harassed Bella Thorne.
They should have, but so OnlyFans had to change their guidelines because of this. So introduce Gabi. So Gabi originally posted a picture of herself as an adult.
In lingerie.
With the caption, "Won't put my panties on." So she sent DMs to people and followers to solicit $3 for a video. And based off of the original photos she had, you would think...
You thinking you gonna get some salaciousness.
No, yeah.
No.
Oh, what's that, pussycat? That's what I think she figured. People were going...
Whoa.
However,
yeah, boy.
What she had people click and download was actually a video of her, probably about 4 years old.
Yep.
Hopping around with, I'll say, a bareback and front.
Now think about this. This is a 25-year-old woman with 3+ million YouTube subscribers, 4+ million IG followers, and 1.2 million Twitter followers, and an OnlyFans following. And this is what she did. She sold you the idea of a nude of her as an adult and switched it out for her nude as a kid. That's entrapment.
That is. And it is peddling CP.
Yes.
And I blame you, America, because y'all are so horned up that y'all went and said, well, I want to see that pussycat. And now here we are.
This escalated quick. You, America, you're complicit.
This is Gabi's America. So people in her area, and not even in her area, but people that followed her started contacting law enforcement to say that this is wrong.
Because it is.
It is. And so at first she came out and was like, no, this is just a sweet little childhood memory and da-da-da-da-da. But the more she started to get this backlash, and OnlyFans deleted her account, deactivated her account. And then she came out with this apology video.
That she was so... This grown woman sat and said, I'm detached from reality 7 times. There is no detachment from reality when you're displaying CP and charging adult males to buy it. Like, that's not detached from reality.
And I'm pretty sure it was a couple little adult females that wanted to see that cooter too. But... she's just so detached. And that's what she kept saying. I'm going to do some self-reflecting. And I'm like, ma'am.
She got that bag already, though.
But she got the bag.
Got them $3. Look, it ain't even $40 no more. It's $3 on OnlyFans.
And this is why I'm going to start an OnlyFans. And I'm going
to...
Listen.
Again.
It's just going to be pictures of my toes, but y'all would have paid $5 for it.
And then we're going to be bankrupt paying back all these $2. She going to charge $2.30 or something. All it.
Yeah, I just want to see how many people going to pay for it. But this is why I said, moving on. And so a lot of her fan base are kids. So please, please, I'm not going to tell anybody how to parent.
Nope.
But just some thoughts that maybe you didn't know about, because we didn't know about this until recently.
At all.
Kind of keep an eye on what the youth are doing.
And what's trending. What's popular right now, because it's important.
It is. And we have removed TikTok from our 10-year-old's phone.
Say hello to the bad guy.
Because there was another scandal with 2 TikTokers. One, Zoe Laverne.
Is that what they're really called? TikTokers?
I don't know.
Okay, good.
It just sounds cool. Just sounds cool.
For curiosity.
So Zoe, 19, was dating a 13-year-old little boy named Connor.
Now Zoe, if you Google her, you'll look at little Zoe, and Zoe looks like she's about 12, 13 years old herself. But I know when she got into her Scion XB with the pink doors, she realized her license says she was 20.
And what behooves me about little Honey Boo Boo is that she went on after she was called out by other TikTokers and influencers, because you can see them and they're doing TikTok videos together, and my best friend, and it's very inappropriate when you look at it and look at the fact that this is a 19-year-old young woman,
yes,
and
woman.
a 13-year-old young man. It's like, how do we get here?
And it's not an accomplishment for that young man to have conquered this 20-year-old girl, because he's going to have some mental health issues dealing with the fact that once you realize this is a grown woman taking advantage of me, it's no longer a conquest. It's like, well, was I weak? Like he's going to go through some stuff, and sadly, his celebrity, because of this, he's going to go through this in front of the world.
Yeah,
and that's a lot to deal with.
That's always going to be that attachment to him.
Yeah,
Weren't you little Connor that? Yeah. And she did a whole apology video, because everybody does their apology tour, where she said all we did was kiss.
We were in a dark place and found each other,
and we just helped each other out through this dark place. What dark place was little 13-year-old Connor in? Like algebra? Like, no, I'm confused.
He ran out of screen time, and he couldn't get to his phone. And then, his Xbox was broken, and his mother didn't order the PS5. Like, that's his dark place.
Got you. But wait, it gets worse. So after the breakup, Connor would go on to live and, try
because he's a celebrity now.
Yeah. And little... Zoe would gate crash and put these messages on the live, and you can Google it. I miss you.
It was creepy. That was creepy.
I miss our friendship. Hey, best friend. Go, best friend. That's my best friend. Like, ma'am.
Leave that little man alone.
Right.
So he can go get in high school somewhere.
Like, there's no 20-year-old, 21-year-old that you want to deal with. Like, you're in college at 19. You don't have a frat party to go get drunk and...
She probably wasn't in college because her career as a TikToker.
You're right. And then what bothers me is then her mom, and you can Google all of this. Her mom then went on live and had little Zoe crying on her shoulder and like, Zoe, say hi to your friends. And you can hear the father in the background like, cut it off.
Cut it off now.
No, she wants to say hello to her fans. And she's like, hi, fans. Like,
It's the celebrity of it all. It's the attention. That's what they strive for. That's why you'll never find me on TikTok. It's just not for me.
listen, if I knew how to dance, I would be on TikTok.
Corvette. That'll be her for 3 days.
Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna try that by June. I think I can be a TikTok body rocker.
Listen, we're accepting applicants for co-host of the Insert Subject Here podcast. Hit the email if you're interested.
So then on the flip side of that, you had 19-year-old Zoe, and then you had almost 21-year-old Tony Lopez.
I beat Tony Lopez's face in.
Now, Tony Lopez, he kind of gave me American BTS vibes. Like, if you know BTS, and let me tell you something, that's a guilty pleasure of mine. Cause I set the Saturdays. So come on and set the light.
Ignore her. Look here. They don't speak English, but they sing in English.
Go, but it is dog. That's what it sounds like. I'm ready to rock and roll.
They singing about Mike and Ike's. I'm not doing it.
So, Tony was sending inappropriate messages and videos of himself and his privates to 15-year-old girls.
21-year-old Tony was being a pedo and sending hammer pics to little girls on TikTok.
And so he was outed. And then, of course, he goes on the apology tour. And he...
Yep. She said chore. Back to you, Tom.
And he admitted, he was like, yeah, I did wrong. And I did. And he's just, and it's so blah. It's like no feeling, no emotion. And him and Zoe don't understand, like they don't have any remorse. And I don't think they realize how big of a no-no this is.
Yeah, because they were just trying to do their best to clean up. And the chore, clean up. You ain't with me. You're smooth. Get that on Friday night. Go ahead. It's cool.
Sometimes I try to ignore him and hope it stops.
Smooth. Get it on Friday.
If you just ignore it, it will stop.
They were just trying to sweep it under the table. You sure?
And so the issue that we have with TikTok is that neither of their accounts have been deactivated,
which is crazy to me.
And so we had to sit our kids down and have a conversation. Like, I don't care how many followers he had. Let him send a pic of his pecker to your inbox, and guess what?
Your father's going to get locked up because I'm going to break Tony's face.
Let him say, hey, cutie. And then with Tony, the girls said, oh, I'm only 15. He like, oh, you young.
Bet.
Want to come over?
Exactly. Those texts were just some of the creepiest... I've never been around a girl type text I've ever seen in my life. You're 15? Ooh, that's really young. Where can we meet?
Right. Like, is this what you're into? And it might be some people's things. It's not right. And this is why we need to monitor and hold people accountable because they feel like they've gotten off. Like there is no repercussions for this. And that's what I have a problem with. So I might not become a TikToker. I might become a OnlyFanser.
Insert subject here pod at gmail.com. Co-host applications. Continue.
So you might have noticed this lovely tablescape that we have here today. And this is courtesy of this week's small business, A Vision from Shay.
Yeah.
Event planning boutique. And she presents a night. I will ball this.
Ouch. Back to you, Tom.
And she presents a night of seduction. So you done messed up. You're not going to get no seduction now. Keep it together.
If it wasn't kids watching this, I'm about to start a Patreon. I'm telling you. But go ahead. You be great. For the PG-13, you be great.
Back to me. She presents a night of seduction. A time to celebrate
Turn off the lights.
So for the entire month of February,
Light a candle.
they are offering an amazing date night
I
experience.
said turn them off.
Enjoy with the one you love. Beautiful decor, a delicious 3-course dinner.
3 courses.
A personal 6-inch cake, 6 chocolate-covered berries, music, wine, and more.
Lord have mercy.
I done got titillated.
I looked at the candle. I felt the way just now.
Plus, because there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more. Before your event, they will hand deliver a dozen of balloons to your special someone anywhere in Baltimore City or County. We're going to link her contact information below.
And if y'all haven't seen the pictures, y'all got to go to her page.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
this
fellas, y'all try and set the mood. Like, you didn't been in the doghouse for a couple weeks. This the move right here, bro. Believe me.
And Side Chick Day, annual Side Chick Day is coming up. So
insert subject here, pod at gmail.com. New co-hosts applications are being accepted. They need you in OnlyFans. Go ahead. Go do you.
I'm just saying.
It's so bad, yo. It's so bad. Shay is here with us, and she has walked out of the room because she can't handle this no more.
So, before we get into that hashtag, Anthony, what do you have for us today?
She's going to lead me into it with this. Like, this is how we lead into this. Anyway. So, we all saw what happened on January 6th. We all saw how the Capitol was overrun by patriots defending the Commonwealth of the United States. And we all know it was a lie. And I think it was an eye-opener for everybody because, and it was an eye-opener for everybody, but it wasn't just because of how the police treat black people versus how police treat white people. We already knew their job is to make sure the laws that were created to oppress the oppressed people are adhered to by the oppressed people, period. But it was an eye-opener because it seemed as though this attack was a fear tactic. Mm-hmm. It was something that was displayed because the one thing that bothered me is every video you see, there's a police officer or someone with a badge or someone in riot gear. You saw camera people recording, not just the patriots. You saw people who were media recording. So this felt like this was a fear tactic. They wanted to make you think that these patriots had all this power. But I don't believe so. And neither should you. I feel like they're on their backs. And they're on their heels because our good sister Stacey Abrams didn't take being defeated for governorship and having it pried from her hands and hang her head low and just walk into. No, she said, I'm going to get up and I'm going to get my people together and I'm going to take our fight to the right place. And she turned a red state blue by organizing people to get out and vote. We have been in a place where we've been fighting all of our lives, but we've been fighting on the wrong battlefields. We've been fighting each other. We've been calling each other haters. We've been the crab in the barrel mentality, when all we have to do is get together and change our communities. So I'm no longer waiting for some black agenda or the platinum package or somebody to tell me we need to get together and figure out what black people want. We know what black people need, and we know what we need in our community. And now it's incumbent upon you to stand up and make sure you start the change in your community, and it'll start a ripple effect. Just like Atlanta started a huge ripple effect, start with your city and let it ripple on out into the rest of the people around you. It's time for us to do what we know we need to do and take the fight to the right place. I'm no longer fighting with my brothers. We're going to stand together and be that community. That's all I got.
That's it. That's all.
That's it. That's all.
I don't know if I should take up a pitchfork or hold some signs up outside. Like that was pretty powerful.
Insert subject here, pod at gmail.com.
You know,
continue.
I always have to follow this. I'm going to start mine first next week. So I have a question.
Of course you did.
Is it me, or have eyelashes taken on a life of their own? I remember when it was the eyebrows. And remember, the eyebrows went from the little pencil on to it looked like y'all took
Angry brow.
a protractor and was like with a whole magic marker. Now it's these eyelashes, and they have gone from a squirrel tail to it look like, you remember the little Blinky baby doll?
Yes.
Like you lay it down, close eyes.
Yes.
Open
They look happy.
it looked like y'all pulled them off and was like, I'm gonna kill them today. Then y'all went further and put the Maybelline Lash Blast on top of it. So it was just like caked on. You ever see somebody and you look, and I have a hard time controlling my face, so I just be like, I mean, do y'all go to the lash tech and be like, this week I'm gonna kill him, girl. Give me the Fur Baby 3000. I mean, y'all are not even going anywhere. We're in the house, and y'all just like
Fur Baby 3000.
So I implore you, in 2021, let's go back to those nice little delicate wispies. Everybody know what the wispies are.
Wispies.
Because if you into lashes and makeup, you remember the wispies. They were just cute little, and they came in 3 lengths. You could get the little ones that just filled in your lashes a little bit longer, and then you could go dramatic. But the dramatic was not so dramatic. It's just like if you're getting married or something, you want to eyelashes pop a little bit. So this week's hashtag.
Oh my God.
Lego them lashes. Let them go. I beg of you, America. Let us go back to a more natural state. And I understand it's a baby walk. Like, we got to walk it back because we done went too far out. We done gone too far out. Let's bring them on back.
Reel it in.
Reel it in. So if you like this.
Let go them lashes.
Like this video. Go and follow A Vision from Shay. Like her.
Yes.
Go through her
Yes.
shrink. I mean, listen. Come here, let me get you. Go ahead and put that order in, and then you can, schedule it whatever day. You can be like, oh, I got something to do, and, you schedule, and then they pop up with the balloons and stuff. I mean, that's super dope. Go in and support small businesses, and we will give, if you use Lego them lashes, because we're going to make this go viral, $50 towards your date night.
Yes. Whole 50 off. Fellas, y'all ain't got no excuse because Valentine's Day coming up. Zero excuse.
And Side Chick Day.
Insert subject here, pod, P-O-D, at gmail.com.
I mean, some people may be open to that. Because, I used to watch. Remember that show I used to watch, Sister Wives? Like, you might got to, do something for your sister wife.
Listen, I'm done.
Well, this was a great episode.
Yes, it was. And I really feel like I am done. Well, I'm Aint.
And I'm Makia.
And thanks for stopping by to talk some issues.
Bye.